Okay dah.
Assalamualaikum and good day to Dr. Bakis and everyone. So our group is going to present about Nestle Customer Satisfactory Survey. Okay, first of all, my group consists of Prabagaran, Rashmir, Abdul Rashid, and myself, AMIRA. So, Prabha, the slide, please. Prabha slide. Okay. Nestle was founded by Henry Nestle in 1866. Today, Nestle is the world's biggest food and beverage company. Nestle is the largest food company in the world since 2014. Nestle products include baby food, medical food, bottled water, breakfast cereals, coffee and tea, confectionery, dairy products, ice cream, frozen food, pet foods, and snacks. Nestle has 447 factories, operates in 189 countries, and employs around 339,000 people. Nestle began in Malaysia in 1912 as the Anglo-Swiss Condensed Milk Company in Penang, and later moved to Kuala Lumpur in 1939. In the mid-1960s, Nestle began the culinary products division, producing exciting culinary solutions under the well-loved Maggi trademark. This led to the establishment of the first manufacturing facility in Malaysia. Today, Nestle Malaysia producing over 500 halal certified products, operates 6 factories and employ more than 5,000 employees nationwide. Many of the Nestle's key brands have now become a part of Malaysians' households for generations, including Milo, Maggi, Nescafe, and KitKat. The objective of this report is to study Nestle company's profile and get an overview of its food consumer or customer and product details by conducting survey to publics. This study also aims to gather information on how some of consumers perceive the company's brand and its product via the information received from the survey. This research also provides recommendations on what could be improved in Nestle products and how the Nestle company could satisfy its customer needs better. So the scope of this report investigates the general details of Nestle's consumer details, usage, opinions and suggestion, variety of the product, quality of its product, affordability of the price, availability of its product, opinions on change to different brands, and would they purchase Nestle product again. The survey conducted among 30 Malaysians from all race, gender, and various age group. Besides, the survey also aims how the company satisfy their consumers and their influence on buying decision of selected respondents. Okay, next I would pass to Abdul Rashid.
Hello and good evening. So I will present about graphic analysis with my okay. So from our result survey, most of the consumer is around 21 to 30 for the range age. That is because they like to eat fast food or easy to eat. Consume Nestle product. That is because this product Nestle quite comfortable for both gender. So then we also can see that in race, Indians and Malay are like the taste of Nestle product. The results show that 15 for Indian and 12 for Malay. For Chinese, just one people, and for others race is two. So now is based on the marital status. Single people are like to consume Nestle product. It was about 20 people and only 10 interest in Nestle product. So next we go to how often they are used. So we decide to ask a consumer about how often they are used Nestle. For the response, 16 people are used to Nestle once per week or more. Furthermore, 8 people are used to about 2-3 times a month, and 6 people just one per month that they are used to the product. Then we ask about how much consume Nestle product at home in day. So the response that we get is 20 people are consume 1 to 3 product per day, and around 8 people consume 4 to 6 product per day, and just 2 people consume 7 to 9 product per day. So we here like that can understand, but that is why Nestle can still survive. It comfortable in every age. So we also ask a customer about how long a customer that used to Nestle, because of the brand is quite popular and have been in this platform so long. So they have advantage that in our result, there is show 25 people answer they know the product more than 3 years already. That is because the Nestle have been in that platform so long, so many people will know him much. For others, only one people that know the product for more than 6 months already, and also one people for know the product just in 1 to 3 years early, and last only wait and last only 3 people that know that the product in less than 6 months. So just only 3 people that knew the product. So that's mean that the all consumer others already knows before that. So the favorite pick product Nestle. So from my research for our survey that showed popular is a dairy and breakfast cereal. There's a 20 people choose over breakfast cereal for dairy product. Then 18 people choose to ice cream Nestle. And for food, we got a food and confectionery. It's quite low. It was only 14 people confectionery. So we asked how consumer think of Nestle as a brand. For what we get, 16 people answer to a very good, and wait, only 14 people the answer for good. This tells us that customer quite satisfied with for quality of the product. 16 people choose the quality of the product is in good. Then 20 people choose the quality was very good, and only 1% choose for average. 12 people choose that the packaging are very in good condition. Then 18 people choose the packaging was in a good condition too. I think okay. Okay.
So
So we go to product price. So okay, from our resume review, 23 consumer will choose the goal. Then for consumer very choose for somewhat affordable. We also ask about a based on market. The is how ability of Nestle product market available. This how us the show big product Nestle know by all around Malaysia. It in high demand. For next question is did customer will purchase the Nestle product again? We got the answer is we got 18 consumer definitely will purchase this again. Only 12 consumer that choose probably to purchase again. Also, we ask a question about will consumer prefer to stop buying this brand and buy a new brand? The answer that we get is 16 consumer may consider to buy it again. 7 consumer will be not buy it again. For not at all, 6 consumer choose 7 consumer will choose to no, not at all, and 6 consumer choose to no, I should not, and only 1 can say the answer. So we go to the customer will recommend Nestle to colleges or contact. The answer that we get is 60 consumer choose probably. 13 consumer choose for definitely will recommend, and only 1 not sure will tell or not to their friend. For all the result we get, we can do a conclusion that product is in high demand and have a follower. For market, they just need to bigger their connection with other country and more connection with other product, or even to tell people that they still can compete with other in their same platform. The problem that don't have a product show us that product will be always available at everywhere. So that is from me to my friend, Mr. Prabha.
Okay, I'll be going to present about the frequency and mean. Okay, so from our survey, we have like a few categories. Okay, for the first category is age of the consumer. So from 21 to 30, the frequency is going to be 23, and 31 to 40 is going to be 6, and 41 to 50 is going to be 1. So for this category, the mean is going to be 10. Okay. The second category is going to look for gender, which is male and female. So both frequencies is going to be 15 for each, and the mean going to be 15 as well. Okay, so for the third category is going to be the race. So the first race is Malay, which is 12. Second is Chinese, which is 1. For Indian, it's going to be 15, and others is going to be 2. And our mean is 7.5 for this category, and our fourth is marital status. Okay, for the first is single, so which is the frequency is going to be 20, and married is going to be 10, and the mean for this category is 15. So our next is a frequency of using Nestle products. How often are they using Nestle products? Okay, so for once per week or more is the frequency is 16, and 2 to 3 times a month is going to be 8, and once per month is 6. And for this category, the mean is going to be 10. And next, we're going to look about the consume Nestle product at home in a day. How many? Okay. So for the 1 to 3 product the frequency is 20, and 4 to 6 products is going to be 8, 7 to 9 products is going to be 2. And mean for this category is 10. And we're going to look on the favorite pick of the product, of Nestle product, okay? So first is the breakfast cereal, which is 20 frequency, and food is 40, dairy is 21, coffee is going to be 7 and 17, ice cream is going to be 18, and confectionery is 7. Okay, so for me, for this category, 16.16, or sorry, 16.16. Okay, so the next we're going to look on Nestle as a brand. Okay, so for the good, the frequency is 14, and very good is 16, and mean for this is going to be 15. Product quality, okay. Product quality frequency first is good, which is 16. Very good is going to be 13, and average is going to be 1. And mean for this category is 10. Okay. So we're going to look at product package. Good is going to be 18 frequency, and very good is going to be 12. And the mean for this product packaging is 15. Product price, okay, fairly affordable. Affordable is going to be 23. Somewhat affordable is 3, and very affordable is 4. And mean for this product pricing is going to be 10. Availability of Nestle product in markets. Okay, so first is always available. Okay, so this is 29 frequency, and sometimes available is 1. And the mean for this category is going to be 15. And we're going to look at the second, the other one is, which is will you prefer to stop buying this brand and buy other new brands? So first is no opinion is 1. I may consider is 16. No, I shall not. It will be 6, and no, not at all. So it's going to be 7. And mean for this category is going to be 7.5. Next is would purchase Nestle product again, and frequency for definitely is going to be 18, and probably is going to be 12. And mean for this category is 15. Recommend Nestle to college and or contacts. Okay. First is definitely is going to be 13, and probably is going to be 16, and not sure is 1. And mean for this category is 10. And duration using Nestle products. Okay. How? Okay. So first is less than 6 months, which is 3. 6 to 12 months is 1. 1 to 3 years is 1, and more than 3 years is 25. So mean for this category is going to be 7.5. Okay, so now we're going to look about the cross tabulation. Okay, so the first category is age. Okay, so okay, it's 21 to 30, and the percentage is going to be 76.66. And second category is 31 to 40. Percentage is going to be 20%. And 41 to 50, age is going to be 3.33 percentage. Okay, so the variant of this age, this group, which is age, is 133, and standard deviation for this category is going to be 11.53. And second, we're going to look on gender, which is male 50% and female 50%. And the variation is 0, and standard deviation is 0. Race, okay, so for Malay, it's going to be 40%, Chinese is going to be 3.33%, and India is going to be 50%, and others is going to be 6.6%. And for variance, it's going to be 49.68, and standard deviation is going to be 7.04. Okay, so now we're going to look at the marital status, which is single, 66%, 66.66 percentage, and married is going to be 33.33 percentage. Okay, and the variance is going to be 50, and the standard deviation is going to be 7.07 Okay, so now we're going to look at the Nestle as a brand. Okay, so first is good, which is 46.66%, and very good is going to be 53.33%. And variance for this category is going to be 2, and standard deviation is 1.41. Okay, so next we need to look at the frequency of using Nestle product. So once per week or more is 53.33%. 2 to 3 times a month is going to be 26.66%. Once per month is going to be 20%. And variance for this category is 28, and standard deviation is going to be 5.29. And the next is consume Nestle product at home in a day. So the first is 1 to 3 products, 66.66 percentage. 4 to 6 products is going to be 26.66 percentage. 7 to 9 products is 6.66 percentage. And the variance is 84, and standard deviation is 9.16. And next is product quality. Okay, good is going to be 53.33 percentage, and very good is going to be 43.33 percentage, and average is 3.33 percentage. So the variance for this category is 63, and the standard deviation is 7.93. So next we're going to look at the product packaging. Okay, good is 60%, and very good is 40%. So for the variance, it's going to be 18, and standard deviation is going to be 4.24. Okay, so now we're going to look about the recommendation Nestle products to others. Okay, first is definitely is 43.33%. Probably is going to be 53.33%. Not sure is 3.33%. And variance for this category is going to be 63, and standard deviation is 7.93. Okay, how long or the duration we are using Nestle products? Okay, less than 6 months is 10%. More than 6 months, but within 6 to 12 months is going to be 3.33%. Within 1 to 3 years, 3.33%, and more than 3 years is going to be 83.33%. And variance for this is 137, and standard deviation is going to be 11.70. Okay, favorite pick. Okay, first is breakfast cereal, which is 20.61%. Food is going to be 14.43%. Dairy is going to be 21.64%, and coffee is going to be 17.52%. Ice cream is 18.55%, and confectionery is going to be 7.21%. And variance for this category of favorite picks is 26.16%. 26.16, and the standard deviation is going to be 5.11. Okay, so next we're going to look about the product pricing. Okay, so first, fairly affordable is going to be 76.66%. Somewhat affordable is 10%, and very affordable is going to be 13.33%. And the variance for this category is 127, and standard deviation is going to be 11.26. Okay, so we prefer to stop buying this brand and move to other brand. Okay, so first is I can't say, which is also equals to no option. It's going to be opinion, sorry, no opinion, which is 3.33%. I may consider is 53.33%, and no, I shall not, 20%, and not at all is 23.33%. Variance for this category is going to be 39, and standard deviation is going to be 6.24. The last one is purchase Nestle product again. Are they going to repeatedly purchase this product? Okay, so the answer is definitely 60%, and probably is going to be 40%. And variance for this category is going to be 18, and standard deviation is 4.24. Okay, so for this is only the, okay, this from my end, and I'm going to pass it to my colleagues to present on the next slide. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Prabha. Okay, I'm going to present next, which is for recommendation and also for the conclusion part. And my name is Rashmir. Okay, let's see. All right. For conclusion, I will be breaking down mainly into two topic, not two topic, but two different breakdown. One is how we can make our research, our survey, and also our analysis better for future research. And then secondly is the recommendation that we would like to submit to Nestle regarding the data that we receive from the customer satisfaction. So first of all, we will proceed with recommendation for our future research. Uh, this one, we will look firstly into building upon findings of our research. So we can see based on the data that we have collected, despite having majority household and market share in our country that is consuming Nestle products, not many actually of the consumers are aware that the products that they consume is actually from Nestle.
Thailand.
Uh, Good method and question to include in survey is actually an origin of the products that they consume, so that the consumers may know better that they are consuming a product from which company. And secondly, it's actually addressing limitations on the research that we conducted. Of course, when we conduct any survey and when we are doing the analysis, definitely we will face some limitation. And the limitations that we face during conducting this research is actually the data from Nestle itself, because we are not able to find the breakdown of the data of the which products are consumed most by the consumers, so that at least if we manage to find that data, we can cross check with the research that we have done on our own to see the consumer behavior regarding the Nestle products consumption, and also we can know the purchasing powers and also the different in demand between the classes of the prospects that we surveyed for our research. Ultimately, finding reason for purchasing Nestle and whether the demand differ by income groups is one of the things that we can try to find by using this survey. And then next is constructing the same research in a new context, location, and or culture. The markets, not the package, not package. The sample size. The sample size for this survey is actually 30 people, and based on the gender, it is evenly distributed. But if we want to get a better research data, one thing that we can do is we need to distribute better to different location and also to get different culture. That way we can identify the purchasing behavior between rural areas and also the urban areas, and then how household in city areas and even for those living in village buys and how do they know about the Nestle products. And having breakdown between states will also be very good to determine the purchases in different states, and we can get more accurate and concrete figures. And lastly is to reassess the theory, framework, and also model that we have done in our research and the ones that we receive regarding Nestle. So one thing that we find out from our research is that many agrees that Nestle products have good availability, meaning you can buy and you can find Nestle products almost everywhere in Malaysia. So meaning the distribution is really good, and that is why Nestle managed to control the whole market and control majority of the market. And then secondly is regarding their pricing. Many in our survey mentioned that the pricing is let me look at the pricing. Product price. um 23 respondents mentioned that the product price is fairly affordable, while the rest are very affordable and somewhat affordable. And they all agree that the packaging of the Nestle products are really good. Hence, I think that is the reason why Nestle managed to maintain their majority market share in our country. But one thing that we notice is that they don't have a brand loyalty, and this one we are going to discuss further on the recommendation for the company, for Nestle, to increase their market share and to probably increase brand loyalty, because a lot of the respondents are saying that they don't mind to try out new products or new brands aside from Nestle. We believe that this is also because Nestle comes out with a lot of variants in their own product line, whereby if maybe consumers try out new products, they might not even know that that product is actually a Nestle product. And then because the packaging of some of the products remains quite similar to the previous one, so that might not be a good attraction for the consumers. I will proceed with the conclusion part. I think that's all for the recommendation. As for the conclusion, one thing that we want to recap is that we conducted the survey for 30 sample size for 30 people. And then regarding Nestle, Nestle has been around for actually 109 years, 109 years in Malaysia, which is very long. And also they currently hold majority of market share in our country. But we believe that that is something that is subject to change, because across generation, previously we know that like Boomer or Gen X, they are more product loyal, whereby if they grow up with that brand, with the product, they are they have higher tendency to keep using that product. While for the newer generation, the millennials especially, they are not brand loyal. Meaning, if they find any better product, something that suits their taste and behavior better, their lifestyle better, they are more prone into change. That's one thing that we can see from our survey. Lastly is, based on the survey and analysis done, we noticed that respondents lack knowledge that they have been consuming product from Nestle, why they don't mind switching to a different brand because lack of the brand loyalty. And this shows that actually Nestle as a brand is not the main influence, it's not the main factor that get these customers to buy Nestle product, but it's actually because of the availability in the market, because that's the brand and that's based on the product line, that's the one available in their area. So the strategy that they have been doing, which is availability everywhere and also good pricing for their product, turns out to be something that works well. But if they want to improve better on their product line, they need to improve their presence into the consumers mind, and also to get better market share. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.